Hello again. This is Shay Godwin. I'm a Los Angeles-based session drummer, and I'm here again to talk about online drum tracks. That is, drum tracks that you get from an online session drummer over the internet. Today's discussion: free drum tracks. Free drum tracks. You see this advertised on many of the online session drummer sites. And if you know what I'm talking about, and if you're watching this video, or if you've seen any of my other little video installations already in my little articles on the subject, then you're doing your homework and you know you have options, so good for you. Now, the free drum tracks. What's the purpose of the free drum tracks? It's promotion. It's to get you to check out each individual session drummer's website. And there's nothing wrong with that. And it can be a good tool for you in one way, and that is to compare the drum sounds being achieved by each session drummer on their respective drum track sites. And in that way, the free drum tracks are a great thing for helping you to decide where you're going to get your custom drum tracks. But don't think for 1 second that you can go on the cheap and that there are any benefits, real benefits, to forcing free drum tracks onto your music. And I say forcing free drum tracks onto your music because that's exactly what you're doing. Every song, especially your music, deserves to have custom-made drum tracks, specifically with that song. Even if you find a free drum track that has a beat that sounds pretty good for your song, there's going to be moments where variation is required, whether that's subtle or drastic. Even if you don't need any drum fills or anything in your song, it's still going to lack something, okay? And either way, having these generic free drum tracks forced onto your music with no variation, no subtlety, it'll actually damage your music. And that's unacceptable, and that's kind of a price to pay for your music, so to speak. So in that sense, free drum tracks aren't really free if you try to force them onto your music, okay? Your monetary savings by trying to cram a free drum track into your music is not really going to end up being worth it, okay? Now, people can hear a lifeless drum track when they hear it. They might not know that's what is lifeless, but they can hear it. The free drum tracks were not made with your song in mind, and so even if the listener is not conscious of why your song sounds lifeless or something wrong with the vibe going on, the lack of energy coming from the free drum track will be felt by the listener. So even if the drum sounds are good and the beat overall is good, it's going to sap all the life out of your music. Okay? And on a related note, be careful with the drum software packages, the sample packages, okay? You get some really nice sounding individual samples and you actually have some autonomy, you can program them, but you can spend a painstaking process, a lot of time trying to put together tracks that sound like real session drums, like a real session drummer played custom drum tracks for your song, and you can't fake it. You can't fake it even with these fairly impressive drum sample software packages. So you got to go with real custom-made drum tracks for your music. Of course, the websites that offer the free drum tracks know that you're going to eventually reach the conclusion that that you need custom-made drum tracks for your music, and that's what you need. The free drum tracks are just a way to get you to the site, and you know what? I'm just trying to get you ahead of the curve, so you know what's up, okay? So I hope that helps. You need custom drum tracks for your music. Your music deserves it. So don't go on the cheap. Get the custom drum tracks. I hope that helps, and until next time, have a great one.